What's up, everybody? Let's click go live. Yo, what's up, Dan? How are you, brother? I lost my TikTok access for streaming. I'm a little bit sad. There we go. They don't give you a reason. They just said my content didn't qualify somehow. I wish I knew, brother. I wish I knew. Because then it's kind of fun. Because then TikTok chat carries it everywhere, you know? All right. Yo, hello, Waves. Welcome to the Instagram. Agreed, Dan. Agreed. All I can do is cry, though. All I can do is cry. All right, let's see here. We open up the other chats. I'm streaming on Instagram for the first time as well. Yo, what's up? I am Idealist. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry, I'm getting all of my chats set up. All right, let's get this here. Let's see here. Premiere at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Pop out chat. All right, so Dan, how does your partner push begin? Hey, hello, Abbas. Welcome. Let's pop this chat out. To give you some background, I've been a certified financial planner professional since 2014. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years. And now I give free advice and guidance to anybody who needs it. Tomorrow I'm going to make a TikTok video and I'm going to post one of my clips everyone thinks is funny. And I may just, hey, let's go. Let's go. Hey, what's up, man? Hey. Yes, sir. We all got at the block party, and then we saw you randomly on Sunday, brother. Ooh, you just reminded me to send you the information. Okay. Man, you just need a black hood with some dim light. Yo, tell me more about that melodrama. Is it too much darkness? We can also do this. Hold on a second. Maybe this is better. Pew! Is that better? Yo, I'll check it out. We followed each other, right? Cool guy. Oh, here we go. I did not follow you. Boom. You have been followed. You have been followed. Dude, I should be hitting you to a Discord server. All right, I dig it, man. Hey, thanks, Mello. I do it myself. I do it myself. Mello, you seem like a fun guy. Do you play any video games? Also, do we like this or should we go back to this? Pew! But that was a fun night, man. That was a fun night. I'm in the process of buying a gaming PC. Yo, you got to play Valorant and Rivals then too, my man. If you're gonna get a gaming PC, you got to use it. You know. I started cleaning this morning. Worked out 2 days this week. Walked 2 miles one day. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Dan. Double says things, so maybe just the one camera. I don't know. Oh, wait, it puts out 2 audio clips if I do that? Richard wants you to play squad. Oh, I got you, I got you. Oh, so just the one camera. Wait, so they both have cameras, but one is just me. Pew, 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 pew. All right, so what stream schedule are you going to go for? I'll call you cool guy, even though I do remember your name. Yo, what's up, Tom Sawyer? Welcome to the Instagram. Oh, I got you. I got you. All right, let's see here. Pew. We're bringing it back. Well, I don't necessarily want to. This banner is no longer what I would like to have behind me. I think I want a version of my sign. There we go. Yo, what's up, big homie? We got a premiere video number 3 from TwitchCon coming out at 10 a.m. in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Hey, what's up? That's not what I wanted to do. All right, let me see this here. There we go. That is not the best. Hey, what'd you think about it? Sunday was cool. You were actually at the very end, Tyson. We literally, good looks. Uh, when we were getting ready to leave, that is when we saw you. Yes, that does suck. You got bad checks. I'm trying to catch Crimson's. Wait, Crimson might be streaming right now. He is. Hey, all right. We should all go into Crimson's chat right now and let him know. All right, I'll wait for him to actually hit the stream. All right, let's load up Kick. Pin it. Open it. All right, he's back. What pushed you to do YouTube? Okay, hold on a second. Man, you need to zoom out. You're enlarging your head. I'm okay with that. Everybody can get a nice close-up view. What pushed you to do YouTube? What do you mean, stream or make videos? Because what we're trying to do is change the world, Mello. I want to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. So that is what we're doing on YouTube. Hey, I appreciate it, Mello. Watch, like, and subscribe, baby. Watch, like, and subscribe. I'm a credentialed financial advisor, fiduciary. Hey, thanks, big homie. I appreciate you. It's really hard after doing TwitchCon coming back to like normal life. You know what I mean? All right. So this cool guy too. You don't like me being surrounded by this thing, having it double. You don't like the double. I wish Mello was still here. I know Mello would give it to me straight. Although I think he said to zoom out. Oh man, it doesn't change. IG. Interesting. All right, 1 second. 1 second. All right. Oh, wait, here we go. Yeah, I went straight back to work the next day. Yo, big homie, I totally missed that. That's my bad, man. I have too many chat windows up. Hey, what's up, JD? Welcome. Yo, what's up, gamer? As a 15-year-old, should I start trading? Okay, so trading is a very interesting topic. I think at 15, you should absolutely learn how the market works. When I was a very young kid, my grandfather gave me 30 shares of stock so that I could watch them. 10 shares in 3 different companies. For you trading, I don't know. The juice is generally not worth the squeeze in the long run. Most people who trade lose, but most people who buy and hold for the long term win. So you have to figure out what risk you want to take, how much time and effort you want to put into trading, things like that. Before I go way too far down the rabbit hole here and talk too much, I'll wait to see if you have any questions. I mean, high risk, high reward. Many gamblers quit before. That is the joke. That is the joke. But yeah, with trading, you have unlimited upside, but you could potentially have unlimited downside. So for when it comes to trading, I generally recommend people do it with money that you're okay if it doesn't keep up with the market or it goes down. Um, but that if it explodes, then you'll be happy. But you're also a young kid. The money you have right now might not mean as much in the long run, or it can mean more because you won, right? It's just a risk. It's a risk reward thing. But I bet you at 15, if you just bought a mutual fund or an ETF and let it ride for the next 50 years, you'd be happy. Oh man. We are 1 minute away. I would have bought 2 or 3 shares if my mom and dad didn't stop me. They say trading is gambling and our tradition gambling is not so appreciated. Well, depends, right? Like if you're just jumping in and out, that is gambling. You're hoping to make quick hits, right? Investing and trading are 2 very different things. So you got to ask yourself, why do you want to trade? I bought a few shares in companies like 8 years ago. I don't know how they're doing. I think one company got bought out like 3 or 4 times. All right. We are 1 minute away here. Let me turn on the audio for the stream. We'll be able to hear it, but we won't be able to watch it. It's almost time. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Welcome to Free Advice Guy. I'm Luke Halter. Free
Bram,
Advice
bram,
Guy.
bram, bram,
TwitchCon, we are here. We're going to have some conversations and we're going to change some lives. Welcome back. The TwitchCon ride rolls on. We've been meeting incredible people, hearing wild stories, and giving out free advice in the middle of the craziness. And remember, we're dropping one TwitchCon video every single day. Today's episode, a mix of advice on becoming a free advice guy, VA loans, and owning property. Let's talk about it. We begin with a gentleman who identified himself as a viewer, but it sounds like that might change soon.
Yeah.
All right, we're here. Let's roll.
So how do I become a free advice guy?
All right, so for me specifically, I'm a certified financial planner professional.
You don't mind, what was your best investment?
So I'm very
probably
specifically into financial advice.
VTI.
Talk to anybody about anything like this.
I see.
If I were to talk about my
If you
investing
really
over the
wanna start
last,
giving advice, figure out what you're
you
an
know,
expert
14,
at.
15 years,
What
probably
you are
VTI.
better at than the majority of people, and start spreading that out. Because then
I'm really
people,
good at asking stupid questions.
I mean, that could be a great channel. That could be a great channel. Is that what you do?
No,
No?
I don't really do anything. I just, I'm a viewer, mostly.
Okay.
Yes.
But I mean, that would be a
But you
great
got to think about
channel,
it.
to be
Hey,
honest
what's
with
up,
you.
W Mac?
Really cool
Thanks for
IRL
following.
streams where you just ask
I
goofy
appreciate
questions,
you.
see, and then turn them into videos and clips.
We're watching my
Like
world
when you see
premiere
someone
video
walking
right
down the
now.
street And they're wearing a shirt that's, say they're like, we're in San Diego, but maybe they're wearing like a Green Bay Packers jersey. Like, what the hell are you doing here? You know, kind of stupid questions like that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
We
man,
pinned that
if you
comment.
have something that you're just better at than other people, and I don't mean that in a negative way, right? Everybody has their gifts. Take that gift and give it away to people.
You'd have to tell me what
For free.
companies you are, big
And
homie.
then you'll be free advice guy as well.
True. That's good advice.
Thank you, sir.
advice guy.
Appreciate it, man.
Ask you a question?
Oh, wait, yeah. Wait.
question for me?
Yes, please. I'm so sorry. You do.
That was conveniently located there.
That was a great call. All right, so before we go, what is a financial lesson you've learned that you think other people could benefit from?
Recently, I'm 42, and a couple years back,
We could talk more about that too, gamer.
5 or so, I
We could
learned
talk more
what
about that too.
401k is, and that my company offered it for free. And that they basically give you free money just for investing into this account.
With the match?
It's only like 4% that my company offers, but that's still free.
It's free money, baby.
So yeah, I think that's you should look into see if your company has a 401k and invest your money in it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a big one, especially up to the match. That is a huge one for people. Make sure you take care of the match.
Exactly.
That is so critically important. Thank you so much for that.
Sure.
I appreciate you, man.
You too.
All right, now I'll shake your hand for real. Thank you, man.
Don't sleep on your 401k. It can make a huge difference.
At Free Advice Guy, our mission is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. If you'd like to join the mission, click the Patreon link down below for a free budgeting worksheet and exclusive community content and live streams. Together, we will help millions of people achieve financial literacy.
I want to give a special shout out to our contributing patrons.
Ayo, Alyssa, Julian, Wiz, let's go.
With your help, we're going to help millions of people achieve.
Millions of people are going to achieve financial
Next up,
literacy,
we
baby.
have
Millions.
Harv, a veteran of the U.S. Army and professional Warzone player.
Ready? All right. Hey, man, great to meet you. Tell us a little bit about your channel.
My name is Only Harv. I stream on Twitch and Kick. Multi-stream, multiple platforms. I play Warzone professionally. And,
Professionally?
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm just a dad, having fun, man.
Me too. I love it. All right. You said you had a question.
I did. So I did 10 years in the Army. I have my VA loan, and I want to have multiple properties, but I don't know how to go about it. So with that kind of leverage, how would I go about doing that?
Yeah, this is like an actual touchy subject for a lot of people because leverage, like what you're talking about, I would never do.
Okay.
I don't want to be leveraged like that.
Okay.
But if you have the stomach and the heart for it, you can make a lot of money. The concern you need to think about is like if we run into a housing decline,
What if you have like 5 houses, but 2 or 3 of them don't rent out for like 2 or 3 months?
So well, the strategy I was thinking was buy the properties close to military bases. That way people always every 3 years will rotate in and out.
Yeah.
I'll always know who is moving in, what their rank is, who they work for.
Yeah.
And that I feel like that's a lot safer than dealing with just random tenants.
That's a beautiful, well thought out strategy. I like that.
I've been thinking about it for a while.
Yeah. All right. So when it comes to the actual money thing, the first home you purchase for this, would it be for you to live in or for to immediately rent out?
So my initial strategy was to buy.
I like this guy's strategy.
Because I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Buy a duplex out there, live on one side, rent the other, and then just go through the experiences and manage the property.
Yeah.
And then move forward from there.
Okay, I dig that. So you're taking one of the big components out of it for half of it at least is going to be paid or more on your tenant. So that's a big part of it. And then when you move out, and then you got 2 tenants to move into your next one. So that's a great strategy to get into. The main thing you want to look at, I'm going to give you, I guess, the shortcut. They're going to tell you, hey, you qualify for $450,000.
Okay.
What a lot of people do is they go start looking at $450,000 houses. So they're going to be maxed, right?
That's a good point. It's
always stretch you as thin as possible.
Okay.
Demand.
Don't max out. When they tell you can do 450, if you can stomach it, go to like 350.
Okay.
300, like whatever it is, come way down.
Okay.
Then your monthly expenses will be lower by hundreds of dollars. Then you can start stacking that cash, saving it for that next investment, and you start building up just kind of like a reserve for if something should happen for those homes. But that's the biggest problem that people get, whether it's their home or an investment property, is that they're stretched way too thin. That they're literally making like $50 a month.
Oh.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, that's
so
not
1 month of no rent screws them for 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, so just think about it like that. If you can keep them low, you'll be way less stressed than you ever thought.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Great talking to you. I appreciate the question.
Thank you.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
All right, here. All right, so what is a financial lesson you've learned that you think other people could benefit
I should have understood that because I live near-ish to a college town, and we see that sort of stuff.
Pay your bills on time. To be honest, like it's really that simple. Like I get it, things get hard, but especially to the men that have families and people that they have to take care of, genuinely just stomach it. You will find a way. You will be okay, and
I love this
just
talking
make
to
the
this guy, man.
sacrifice. Pay on time, be right.
I love that, man. Do you have a detailed budget?
I do.
Okay, yeah, that's literally the first step to financial success. You clearly have a great head on your shoulders, man. The way you're thinking about things, like I really appreciate talking to you, man. That was awesome.
That's it for today. We'll be releasing another video tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and as always, we'll catch you in the next video.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, that was fun. That was fun. All right, big homie, where are you at today in the world? You will get, it'll depend on how long our conversation was. So we're trying to target these videos for retention, just to give you some background on how algorithms work and all that. But we are trying to make them under 10 minutes. So depending on how long our conversation was, you will either have your own video or you will have a video with you and one other person. Ohio heading to Nebraska. All right. I was hoping you had more questions, gamer. Probably less than 10 minutes. So it'll probably be a combined video. We'll see how it shakes out. We're kind of doing them in chronological order. So did we meet on Sunday? But it'll be fun. So if it was Sunday, man, it might be like 2 weeks before we get to your video, big homie. We have 7 videos from day 1. I think we have like 8, potentially 12 from day 2. And then we're going to have like 3 to 5 from day 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember. The debt-free part is such a huge spot, man. Getting yourself there. And now it's time to flood. It's time to build that wealth, baby. When you are debt-free, it's time to build that wealth. Let's see here. Whoops. They're doing another Selena document or another Selena video, huh? So you're going to get a new banner behind you. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. But I think I'm going to get something that's actually very similar to the sign I carried around at TwitchCon. What are your thoughts on something like that? A little more colorful, you know, stuff like that. When's Harv go live next? We don't know. We don't know. Put more aesthetic than black on black. Yeah, I agree. But I can very easily change the background of the current stream with the sign, right? I just have to make that. I'm gonna look at it right now. I would just have to edit it. Yeah, I can't even show it right now, but I have it up. But I'm gonna have to give this a try. Interesting. But yeah, so it'll be the blue, white, and red sign that we get going. Hey, big homie, since you're the main guy right now, is there any topic you would like me to just discuss? All right, mutual funds. All right, give me 1 second, and then we are going to talk about mutual funds. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Give me 1 sec. All right, so mutual funds. Mutual funds are cool. They you actually start off with thinking about securities first. So think about stocks, bonds, things like that, and yeah, think about stocks and bonds, things like that first. A mutual fund is a basket of goods. So you could think of it, you want to own, say, one stock. You go ahead and buy it, right? Whatever that stock is. You can buy that individual stock. Or the mutual fund. Like, let's go with the most broad one here in the U.S., the total stock market index fund. You would own that one publicly traded. All right, sorry about that. Got distracted by something, had to read it. All done reading it. All right, so a mutual fund is a basket of goods, right? You can own almost any traded security inside of a mutual fund. The total stock market index is every publicly traded stock in the U.S. weighted how it is in the market. So that is one way to do it. But a mutual fund just brings multiple things together. People like using mutual funds because it helps increase diversification. So to give you a smaller example, say you like technology. You're not quite sure which company will be the best. You're not 100% sure which company will do it, but you know technology is going to be there. So maybe you want to buy a technology mutual fund that owns the technology sector. Or it could be more specific than that. But a mutual fund allows you to own multiple things while owning one thing. You buy one mutual fund and you own a small portion of multiple companies. You can do this for stocks and bonds. I haven't seen ETFs with it. And then, do you know the difference between a mutual fund and an ETF? There's not much difference, but it's a big difference, if that makes sense. All right. So an ETF is a lot of the time just like a mutual fund. It is going to have multiple securities within it. So multiple companies, you're starting to see crypto, gold ETFs, things like that. But you own multiple things within that ETF. The main difference is an ETF trades like a stock on the stock market. A mutual fund trades once at the end of the day at what's called net asset value. And that's just the price multiplied the shares, a total value divided by the total shares of the mutual fund, and then you get a net asset value. Really, the total dollar amount divided by shares. That's really the easiest way to think about it. So if you like to be able to trade an ETF at a certain amount of time, right? You like making trades at 10 o'clock. I like to be hands off. I'm pretty patient. Yeah, so you can do that with either a mutual fund or an ETF. A lot of people just like the little added control with an ETF, but most of my investments are mutual funds because I don't plan to sell anything for a long time. Correct. Now, that's sort of correct. A mutual fund is likely going to pay dividends at some point, and if you're reinvesting distributions and dividends, then you can buy more shares. But otherwise, yes. Today, big homie. If you got the money, start today. All you want to worry about is accumulating shares over time. If it's for retirement, you got a long time today. All right. Hey, big homie. There we go. Um, so the real answer to I appreciate the tier one, brother. I appreciate it. The you want to start buying really now. Your main focus, especially when it comes to retirement, is to begin accumulating shares. That's the biggest thing. Don't worry about prices today. Don't worry about prices tomorrow. Prices are going to go up. Prices are going to go down. But 30 years from now, I predict they will be significantly higher than where they are today. So you got to pick which company you feel the most comfortable with, big homie. And this is where I need to be completely upfront with you in that I have a bias. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years. That's where all of my account stuff is. That's where I'm comfortable. There are many people who are happy at other institutions. Many. So you got to figure out the company that you like. And then from there, you start opening accounts. So like, I think you said you do or do not have retirement through your employer. All right. So figure out your company, and then we could talk more about specifics about what you should invest in. But the first thing you want to do is figure out the company, because then you might be able to also open up a Roth IRA depending on your income, a taxable account so that you can make a taxable brokerage account. All right, so I have a bias. You have to understand. I have a bias on Vanguard. So I have a bias. That's where all my stuff is, but there are plenty of people who are comfortable at many other places. So you have to find the place that you are comfortable with. you can get pretty much the same. So you can get mostly the same investments from just about anywhere. You don't have to go to a particular place. So you can buy Vanguard funds anywhere. But if you're looking for just like a basic get it done investment firm, then Vanguard could work for you. But just to be straight, there are a lot of people who don't like their trading platform. So you really got to decide. And that's tough, man. I feel hesitancy telling you what to do, you know? For companies, when it comes to investments, we can have those talks. Do any of these places have brick and mortar places? Yes. Now, like I believe the Schwabs of the world and things like that, you can find walk-in places, but it depends on what you want. Most of these places are going to shift you online. You might be able to go into a place to get an account open. But if you do that, they're going to try and sell you other products, right? They might want to manage your funds or something like that. But there are definitely places that have brick and mortar that you can go into. It's been a while since I looked, though, but Schwab is one of them. Yeah, I don't want to be sold. I don't trust those guys on commission. Yes, agreed. So you just need to be mindful. So before anybody tries to sell you anything, you can always say, hey, I want to talk to my financial advisor first. Come and talk to me. It's not smooth. They use an aesthetic cover over kind of like old trading stuff. So it's just not as smooth. Like if you want to take money from your money market and send it to your bank account, it's not just like withdraw money. There's like a couple steps. So there's multiple things that that you get into. Yeah, so you gotta figure it out, and I'm used to it, so it doesn't really bother me. But it just you gotta think about it. Since I don't move money out all the time, right? It's just in generally, or it's very infrequent. It doesn't bother me. but it all depends. Yeah, I mean, Fidelity's, I've definitely heard better things about Fidelity's trading platform than Vanguard's. They're going to be very similar experiences, even though the Fidelity trading platform might be better. Now, I'm not saying it is better. I'm just saying what I've heard. So I have to stop from. We can get into funds and all that sort of stuff, but I don't want to recommend a location to go to. I'm not sponsored. I don't want to guide people to a particular company, stuff like that. I can just say I've been comfortable with Vanguard, but other people are comfortable with other things. So it's really about what you want. I really apologize for that cop-out answer. Yo, what's up? You might just be or you just might be a banana. Yeah, Vanguard has lower fees, but I was telling him that other companies like Fidelity have low-cost fees as well. So, stuff. Hey, I'm streaming on Instagram right now. I'm just gonna call you Richard. I'm streaming on Instagram right now because they took away my TikTok access on Streamlabs. I'm very sad. I'm very sad, but we are trying Instagram today. I still got to get you over here, Richard, so you can understand. Doesn't Fidelity offload the expense ratio for the low-cost funds? So potentially onto other funds, but what they really try to do is other services. Yeah, TikTok has been hurting me, bro. Pivot question, is Vanguard easy to learn? I'd say so. All of them are literally, by the second or third time you do something on there, big homie, you're going to understand what you're doing. So I wouldn't worry about that. But there are like people who like to trade. People like to trade on a regular basis. They like something with a little bit faster, right? They want to be able to place their trades faster or smoother. I don't know what it is. But if you're just buying like an ETF or a mutual fund you plan to own in the next 30 years, you're going to be just fine at Vanguard. We're giving it a try. We're getting everywhere. I'm really sad my TikTok got taken away. I'm going to try after this stream to stream directly onto TikTok and see if it lets me. Yep. See, that's where you get the back and forth, big homie. There are some people who absolutely love Vanguard. They got no problem with how it trades. I just feel like I can't always be hawking Vanguard, you know? Yes, sir, big homie. Well, hold on. When it comes to your investing and decisions to make, yes. When it comes about answering questions about the account, probably not. Give me one sec here. I got to answer this. All right. So when you go to choose your account, big homie, or your investment company, I probably couldn't help you pick your investment company, but we could talk about account types and what to open there. Hey, I dig it, man. What'd you eat, Archangel? What's the diet been like? We're getting ripped. Ugh. I've been doing dead hangs, and they've been wonderful. had some chicken wings with a little grill. Ooh. Man, wings sound good. Did you make them yourself? Did you bake them? How'd you make those wings? Ooh, air fried chicken wings. That's what I'm talking about. Chicken wings are one of my favorite food. I may end up eating chicken wings. Does that make sense there, big homie? So we can talk about the funds you want to buy, the account types, and all that sort of stuff. I just don't feel comfortable helping you select an institution because your expenses go directly to them. So if I tell you to go to a particular company, I'm telling you to give your money to a particular company. I text my wife that I want some chicken wings. Hey, what's up, Wallace? What's up, my boy? Something a little different today, huh? Hey, it's all good, big homie. I appreciate you being here. It's going good, Wallace. This is the first Instagram stream. Maybe, oh, okay, it's not the first. I tried it in the past, but kind of my first here. Kind of my first. What's the most important thing to put on your budget? Well, it depends on what you mean by important, right? There's things that you have to. Okay, I'll answer this question directly. It's the things that you're going to have to pay for, whether you have a job or not. We call those basic living expenses, Wallace. Those are the most important. So you want to put your, your rent, your food, your utilities, your insurance, whatever is going to be there, whether you work or not. Those are the things. And those will be your basic living expenses. Also, I don't know if it's just my phone, but you were just in the bottom part of the screen. That is how I have it, Wallace. Here, let's try something different here for a sec for you. Let's do this. Pew! I think I'm still in the bottom, but I'm a little bigger. Is that any better, Wallace? Yo, what's up, Suhaib? Welcome. Yeah, I'm in a tough spot, Wallace. I gotta pick which one I like, you know? So I think I'm just gonna stick with me at the bottom. Let's go back to it. Let's do this. Pew! I also think I accidentally put it on the wrong output on Instagram. So I'll fix that next time. Haha. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's kind of floating right now, right? It hasn't popped. It hasn't dropped. Let's take a look at it here real quick. Let's take a look. Yeah, Bitcoin's sitting at about 110. 110. And also, I never said it would go to the moon. I said it could go to the moon. I just want to be very clear, very clear. I got friends who think at some point it'll go to 20 or 30 million a coin. I know some people think it's going to go even higher than that. But it could go to zero. It could go to zero. Just got to make sure as a financial advisor, right? Can't be saying wild things. Yes, in our lifespans. They believe in the next 20, 30 years, it'll go to 20, 30 million. That's their thoughts. And it could. Unless quantum computing breaks it. That would be crazy. Yo, power of the llama. It's been a bit. How you been? I hope life is treating you well, llama. I hope life is treating you well. Life is good. We just got back from TwitchCon. Well, just got back. Last weekend, got back from TwitchCon on late Sunday, early Monday. And since Wednesday, we have been putting out a video per day of our TwitchCon adventures. Is investing in the energy market better than the normal S&P 500 because of the rise of AI? So, Wallace, you'd be making a lot of assumptions by saying that. So, if you invest in the energy market instead of the S&P, one, the S&P is not very diversified, but if you break it down into the energy market alone, you're making the bet that energy stock will outperform meaning go up in price more than the rest of the market. And it's possible that that happens, but we don't know. So if we don't know what's going to happen, what should we do? Buy everything. That's generally where I go. What have you been up to, Llama? How much does having kids affect your finances? It depends on their age, Wallace. In the early part, not that much, especially if you do cloth diapering and breastfeeding. And then when they start eating, they just eat off of your plate. So it's pretty cheap until they need their own stuff, until they start eating their own steaks. Then it becomes more expensive. So food is a major cost, and then some other things as well. I want to hear what you told me, the advice about raising kids. Oh man, what was it about raising kids? Was it just that you should have as many as possible? Because you absolutely should do that. Is that vid going to drop? I want to see it even if it doesn't drop. Yes, we are going to drop it. We are delayed by about 2 or 3 weeks, sir. We decided to pivot, and we're going to put out a YouTube video per day from TwitchCon. So once the TwitchCon videos are done, we will get back to the Scottsdale videos. But right now we have decided to go all in on TwitchCon for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Can we make our kids ROI positive living in a city? It'd be tough, man, because you can't turn them into farmers. But if you somehow had a city farm, you could potentially do that. But it would be real tough, man. I wouldn't look at having kids as your as a moneymaker, you know? You have kids because you want to be fruitful and multiply. Nothing special, just school and work. I mean, that's pretty special, man. You'll look back on school and work times and realize that they were actually very special. Hey, so your dad was talking to me about potentially doing homestead. Hey, what's up, Fresh? Welcome. Ha! It's very possible. The only jokes I tell are dad jokes, Mello. I live for that idea. Homesteading has been a passion of mine for a few years. Well, I mean, how far away are you willing to move, Wallace? Yeah. I think you need some mood music in the background. Maybe a candle. All right. The problem with mood music is you get hit. Okay, copyright-free music might work. I kind of like the nothing. Somewhere I could visit the fam maybe once a month or so at least. I mean, did your dad talk to you about Snowflake? The moving farther, the better the opportunity. Very interesting. Yo, what's up, Brightstone? Life is good. How are you? It's been a trip. We've been releasing a video per day since Wednesday of our TwitchCon adventures. Hey, what's up? Keen over Koyen, welcome. Ooh, we talked about it for a few hours. The main issue we have, Wallace, is internet and trying to build a community for the kids out there. That would be the main issue that would stop us from moving way out there. You see Hover doubled to $4 for a time. GTA 2 stock hovering. Yo, all right. No, I did not see that. I did not pay attention to the individual position. Have you thought about Starlink? Yes, definitely thought about Starlink. But the other issue is, right, we go into towns, or we'd have to go into town and record videos, Wallace. That would be another issue. So it'd be like 2-3 times a week I'm having to drive 4 hours. TwitchCon was sick, Brightstone. TwitchCon was sick. We met a bunch of people, shot a bunch of interviews. It was awesome. I feel you need some This is Sparta themes on the sign behind you. I'll be changing the sign eventually, Mello. I'll be changing it eventually. Wish I listened to my gut more. Went over at the $1 mark, hit $4. Could have made a few K as a low-income amateur. Yeah, man. In day trading, or not day trading, sweet trading, whatever it is, there's always those opportunities to make more money. The scary thing about them, Bright, is now you know, well, if I would have been more aggressive, I could have made more money on this. When in reality, you should just be happy you made money. Because the other alternative is that you get excited about your next move. You don't want to make the same mistake. You throw more money at it, and then it tanks. Don't take advice from a ghost behind a phone screen. All right. I won't take advice. Yeah, I could see that, Brightstone. I mean, you know what's funny about what I do? Nobody really believes this or thinks it, but I'm actually very much an introvert. I'm very much an introvert. No, Mello, this is what I do. We are all in on being a free financial advisor, Mello. At some point, I hope to build up a Patreon community for people who want to donate to the mission. Our mission is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy, and by joining the Patreon, I can remain free. I only take money that people willingly give me. I sell no products or classes. Where a guy sat by back gate, someone throws a bag of chips under a gate to him, he throws it back, gets more back. I dig that. Me and Justin talked about planting trees and the Empress tree up there and mix with natural trees to graze goats. Yes. Wallace, I'm 100% down for this, man. If we need to sit down as a family and really talk about the idea of a homestead. That sounds like a socialist. Be careful, Ice may be watching the stream. It's not a socialist. Socialism is the government takes your money without choice. I am asking for people to give it willingly. Like Mello, you want to sign up for the Patreon? It's as little as $5. And you can help millions of people achieve financial literacy. TLDR, he throws everything expecting to double it and loses it in one fell swoop. A lesson on gambling. It's very true. Brightstone, it's so scary for people. The things they should have done lead them to things they should never do. It's actually, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. Don't they do a TwitchCon over there as well? There's an EU con. That's right. That's right. I see a bunch of people online making terrible financial decisions. It'd be really cool to see you react to them. Wallace, we could set up a series, man. If you really want to help me and you want me to do something like that, can you create like a playlist for me for things I could go through? Like you can make it totally selfish, clips that you think would be worthwhile to react to, and I'll react to them. Hey, no pressure, Wallace. No pressure, okay? We could also just do it because I gotta shoot like a video for it. I can't do it live on streams, otherwise you get copyright checked and stuff. Got me a Subway for lunch later and a protein bar for now. What type of sandwich did you get, big homie? I used to make my own there. I would get ham, cheese. I don't know why I did turkey, but I'd add turkey. But later I just started doing ham, cheese, pepperoni. I might have done something else. I'm watching in the background for now. You too, Wallace. Love you, man. Turkey, ham, pepper jack, bacon, toasted tomatoes, onions, banana peppers. Yo. And a cookies and caramel protein bar. I dig it. Is getting a company IRA worth it if my company matches up to a certain percent? Okay, I'm a little bit confused by a company IRA. That would probably mean a simple or something like that. So I would want to know a little bit more about the IRA that you're talking about. But it sounds very similar to ones I've worked on in the past and kind of 401ks. But generally, yeah, I mean, it's free money, no? I tried to get a 401k, but they do an IRA. All right, it's got to be a simple or something like that. So, but the free money, generally you want to take care of it if you can. You'll be saving for yourself, which you should be doing anyway. And then they will match it. Hey, big homie, I've gone down some rabbit holes with nutrition and stuff, man. It might be tough as a driver to live a certain way, though. I gotta ask my boss what kind of retirement he's offering. Yes, sir, big homie. Yes, sir. And then we gotta talk big time. You could tell your boss too. I'd be willing to talk to your whole company if you want, or your whole team. My roommate's been doing carnivore since December, from October 24th. Yo, did he start from World? Oh no, December. Wow. That is huge, man. He probably looks great now. He probably looks like a completely different human being. What other questions you got, Joey? Yo, Alvarado. What's going on? I think my boss used to be a financial advisor as well. My cup runneth over. I love that, man. Wow, so he went out of being a financial advisor into transportation. Very interesting. Joey, I'm dying here, man. I need to know follow-up questions and follow-up information about this. There we go. After saving for an emergency plan and doing the company IRA thing, what would you say is a decent budget? Making like $40K a year right now. My rent's cheap, but I just bought a car and used my savings. Dumb idea. All right, so let's actually go back through the beginning here, Joey. We would need to go all the way back to step number 1, which is a budget. And you want to go through and list everything out, but you want to separate. There's basic living expenses, the expenses that you have to pay whether you have a job or not, right? Rent, car payments, utilities, food, all that sort of stuff. And then figure out after that what your surplus is and what else you can spend on. But like for retirement savings, Joey, I like 20%. So if you're making 40K, I think you should be putting about 8K a year away right now, which I know is going to be incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. But that would be fine. I was planning on doing 6K, but I could bump it up. I love that. I'm a little late to the game. I need that compounding interest to catch up. I dig it, Joey. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? And just so you have some background, Joey, I'm not just some guy. I'm a certified financial planner professional. I worked at Vanguard for over 13 years, and I quit my job to give free financial advice to anybody who needs it. Our goal is to help millions of people achieve financial literacy. So 31, you're still a young man. I didn't take my finances seriously until I was about 27, 28. I'm not even sure I maxed out my 401k for the first time until I was in my mid-30s. Maybe late mid-30s, if that's a thing. Early 30s. There we go. So, yeah. Hey, and if you want, Joey, my Patreon is free. You can always join a paid tier if you want, but we do private community Q&As on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with just the Patreon community. Right now, I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Kick. I think that's it. But just throwing that out there. I'd have to ask him, but I know it was along those lines. It's very interesting, big homie. That's great. I was talking to a coworker about opening up an account with Vanguard when he mentioned the 401k, and that's when I found out about the IRA for my company. Yeah, that would be better because I'm on lunch break. I dig that, Joey. Yeah, so I'm a legit credentialed fiduciary. I have to do what's in your best interest. So whatever financial advisor you ever consider talking to, I have the same credentials and I'm free. So, yeah, let's go. We're trying to change the world, baby. Donation-based financial advisor. See how it goes. But my whole goal is to get a legion of people who are masters with their finances, and then they begin helping other people as well. But we'll get there. We're in the early stages now. So I love that you have the IRA. Take advantage of the match, for sure. I would love if you could follow up with me and tell me what type of IRA it is. I believe it's a simple. But I would love to hear some follow-up as to what type of IRA that they have. Yeah, because it shouldn't be a SEP. I believe it's got to be a simple IRA to do this. And then, yeah, let me know. And then there's a bunch of rules. There's a bunch of rules for them as an employer. Once they offer it, they gotta do it. Bow, 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 bow. Big homie, you're a savage, bro. You know, my goal is to eventually reach the point that I could pay other financial advisors to do this as well. Imagine if 24/7 there were advisors, financial advisors ready to help you for free. That is the goal. I want to get big enough with enough donations that we could have advisors going 24/7. So if you don't get off work at 2 o'clock in the morning, there's a financial advisor ready to talk to you. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back. Sorry, gotta fix something real quick. It's gonna take me 2 more minutes longer than I thought. Maybe 4 minutes. Be right back. All right. Would you recommend becoming a financial advisor? I loved being a financial advisor. Absolutely loved being a financial advisor. If you are interested in that life, then I couldn't recommend a more fulfilling and rewarding career. You have to decide what type of advisor you want to be, and I don't know how much you want me to get into that. An electrician is great. You will likely always be needed. Whereas there's going to be AI versions of me in the near future. I might be obsolete by AI. What's making you consider the different options? Okay. An electrician will have you out quite a bit. But you'll be out and about as an electrician. A financial advisor, you'll be out and about as well. But not a month at a time. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel that. "36, single, no kids. I want a family. And I feel like it's passing me by." Yeah, you definitely. Do you want to hear my biggest piece of advice for you to meet somebody? Is to walk around Target or whatever your local store is and just talk to everybody. I'm in that same boat. 33, no kids. So I met my wife at 32, but we were married within about 20 months of our first date. One second. It was nice. But you know, time was passing me by. That's all I mean. It's coming. I'm 41 now. Does For Your Advice Girl have single friends? Unfortunately, she does not. She's now in the married mom phase of her life. Hey, what's up, Kawaki? It's almost like Kawasaki there. Welcome to the Instagram. If only. She is 9 years younger than me. But yeah, all her friends now are moms. What's your main source of income? Right now, we are living off of savings. But as Free Advice Guy, we hope to build up a Patreon community where it's donation based. So I have no products, I have no classes. I'm a donation based financial advisor. What other questions you got, Kawaki? Kind of got to wait for people to start seeing results before you can really get anything back, huh? Yeah, for sure. We built this thing big, homie, to go a couple of years. You know what I mean? We built this up for a couple of years to make zero money in hopes that after a while we'll catch some stuff. We'll get people into Patreon and all that. Currently a teenager, enlighten me with some insights as a person who has experience. All right, I love it, Kawaki. Let's go through. There are 5 steps to financial success. These will not change your entire life. If you can master these now as a teenager, you will be ahead of most of the people walking around you all the time. It's an acronym. Begin, budget, emergency fund, goals, investing and saving, and navigating your life changes. So the very first and most important thing, Kawaki, is spend less than you make. And you can only know for certain that you are doing that with a detailed budget. You should have a detailed budget down to the penny. And you should update it. It should be a living document in your life so that you understand what is happening. So that's number 1. Number 2, you need an emergency fund. I am a conservative guy. I like 12 months of basic living expenses to the side. So if you lose your job, you have an emergency fund. So you don't have to sell out of investments. You have an emergency fund to pay for your bills and anything else you need during that time. From there, the magic begins. The fun begins. That's where you begin setting goals for your money. And you begin investing towards those goals. So I'm going to stop there because I just threw 3 big important things at you. And I want to see where your brain goes for questions and not just rattle off. And while you're doing that, Kawaki, I'm a certified financial planner professional. I worked at Vanguard for 13 years and I quit my job to give free advice to anybody who needs it. Have you looked into sponsorships like meal planning stuff or other things not financial? I have not looked deep into it. I have been hesitant looking for certain things because I don't want to get my name wrapped up, right, as an advice guy. But I've definitely thought about it. I just don't know what I would actually get into. I did apply to one, and it was Awala, the water bottle company. What other sponsorships do you think would be a good sponsorship to pursue? Plus, I always think they'll find me. I did have somebody reach out to me on Instagram and asked if I wanted to shoot videos with them. And then they disappeared. Maybe beard products. I dig that. I did use Forged Beard Company. Banking brokerages. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't want to put too much effort into sponsorships. At some point, then at some point that will probably become important. But for now, I would just like to be independent and never need to worry about them. Ooh. I like workout equipment. Yeah, it would be like, I won't even say the brand of this shirt, but maybe I love this shirt. So I reach out to them and I say I wear it every day. I don't take any supplements. I dig that. Yeah, I pretty much, when I'm on and I'm eating as clean as possible, I essentially am carnivore. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, big homie. Like I don't even know how you could possibly eat healthy with your long stuff. Like I don't even know if carnivore could be realistic for you. Oh, one sec, guys. Okay, so I saw the a little bit about it in one of the discords I'm in. Can you explain it a little bit further, Llama? And I need to mute this again. All right, I think my family needs help. I will be right back. Wait, maybe not. It's just not a cry he normally has. All right, I'm going out there. I'll be right back. Poor baby. Poor baby. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but I think the Valve did an update that made getting skins easier. You trade in less expensive skins for more expensive, basically. So the expensive skins dropped in value. Wow. I wonder why they would do that. And I wonder how long it's been in the plans for. Yo, what's up, Yuli? I don't know. Previously, you could only obtain these skins by opening loot boxes or buying them from the market, both of which Val earns money from. All right, so Yuli, when's your next break so the gaming can be consistent again? I have a week off on the second week of November. Are you actually going to cut loose? They have everything under control now. I'm actually presenting at a conference? Yo! What are you presenting on, Yuli? Yo, I dig that, Yuli. Rubbing elbows with people. Make sure you're going around introducing yourself to people. After you're done, go purposely meet up with people that watched it and say, hey, thanks for watching. I would love your feedback. It's your way to be in. It shows you're humble. Hey, look at all this great information I just presented to you. I would love feedback on how I could have done that better. What was more interesting. And then even if they tell you it sucked, you're just like, thank you. Could I have some more? Yep. That's a big one, big homie. Yeah, what's funny is you'll go through an entire presentation that you worked weeks on, practiced, mastered, all that sort of stuff. You will give the presentation. It will go as well as you possibly could have expected. And then you go for feedback. And then someone will go, "Yeah, the while you were presenting, I was wondering about X." And you're like, "How did I never even consider X? What?" Hold on a second. And then like it makes you rethink like how you prepped and all that stuff. It's wild. Oh yeah, Yuli. It's time to meet people. I think so. All we have to do tonight is post the video for tomorrow. Otherwise, we have clips. So that's it. We go game. I'm assuming you want to play Val tonight. Is that right, Yuli? Can you start a retirement for people under 18? Yes, you can, big homie. But they have to be custodial accounts that are generally managed by parents. Here till 6, then it's a 2-hour drive home, and I'll be on. All right, and we're on the same time frame, so hopefully that's about it. The main issue that we run into is me and my videographer. We're on like different time zones or different time lengths, so he starts working as I would be like winding down for the day. Thanks, Yuli. Good luck with your presentation. Go kill it. Even though my ex and I are not together anymore, I'd like to fund the initial investment into the kids' retirement. One is 18 and one is not. That's pretty big of you, man. That's pretty big of you. So you got to remember though, at 18, if you throw in say $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, that's not nothing. And every dollar is a beautiful gesture that you provide, but it probably won't change the outcome or outlook for their education. But again, that's not a reason not to do it. I think it's beautiful what you're talking about. Just want them to not have to worry. I was thinking 1,000 each. Yeah, for sure, man. That's a good way to do it. 1,000 into an education fund. Uh, 1,000 just isn't going to change the outlook. $1,000 might pay for some books for a semester. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, okay. Retirement. My bad. I am so sorry. Yes. Retirement. Given $1,000, even if it's nothing else, they're gonna have control of it. If they decide to spend it, they can. But they get to then watch what the money does. Right. You give them a flat dollar amount, and over time they'll be able to see like, wow, that's grown to this. Especially if you help them actually select an investment. I dig that, big homie. How big of a spread do people mean when they say to diversify? So there are different levels to diversification. It's one of the beautiful things about it. Right? If you, for a big example, maybe you really feel Nvidia is going to go crazy, but you want to diversify, so you buy AMD as well. All right, so you did a little bit of diversification there. And then maybe you add a third company, right? So every company you add a little more diversification. You're less reliant on what that one company does. So diversification means different things to different people, right? I like diversification from a whole market standpoint. I want to own the entire world stock and bond market. Hey, boy, thank you. I want to own the entire world stock and bond market. Welcome to the channel. I'll finish answering this question and then we'll give you a little intro here, boy. So diversification, I like being as diversified as possible. But for some people, they like less diversification for different reasons. So there's not really a set amount of spread or anything like that when people talk about diversify. All right, boy. I'm a certified financial planner professional. That means I'm a fiduciary. I'm a financial advisor. I worked at Vanguard for 13 years, and I quit my job to give free advice to anybody who needs it. Yeah, I appreciate it. How did you find me? Probably as big as possible, then that would be a better play. So here's the thing though. All right, big homie, when you're thinking about diversification, it's a double-edged sword. The less diversified you are, the higher the ceiling on your potential, right? So if you just have one company, there is no limit on what that one company could do. But that's on both the up and the downside. So diversifying, you're sort of helping to mitigate your downside risk, but at the same time, you're limiting your upside potential. So you just have to understand that. I was looking up random advisors and I found you. That's what I'm talking about. I'm only 16. I want to learn how to invest my money early so that it helps me in my future. All right, so the one thing you might be running into, maybe not, are your parents going to help you create accounts? All right, so if you have an account, I'm going to go over quickly the first two steps before we get into investing. But the first one is a budget. Have your budget ironed out. You're young, so you don't have many expenses, and that will change. So this needs to be a living document throughout your life. Then you need an emergency fund. But from there, you need goals for this money, because you're going to invest differently for, say, a car than you will for your house, than you will for your retirement. You know what I mean? I really want to save up for a nice house, but that's a long way. All right, so, but this is a big part of it. So let's get into this. You might be too young to really pick up what I'm about to say to you. But when you're buying a house, a lot of people put money into like a money market or a high yield savings account and stack cash. But if you got 10 years, you could invest some of that money in the stock market. You know what I mean? What you're comfortable with going up and down, you can invest in the stock market to enhance your gains. But whatever your goal is, you have to line up your investments with your time horizon and your risk tolerance. I'm actually not an individual stocks guy. I have no individual stock that I would recommend for you. When you're buying individual stocks, you're looking for a needle in a haystack. I take the approach of why try to find the needle in the haystack when you can just buy the whole haystack. And the stocks of Abbott, okay. How are you feeling about that investment right now? Whoops. I'm going to look up Abbott right now. ABBO. Abbott Laboratories. All right, let's look at it over the last 5 years. So over the last 5 years, it has had an increase of 17.46%. Unboy. Unboy, I'm really worried I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Whereas if you compare that to the overall U.S. stock market, in the same 5-year period, the U.S. stock market is up 89%. Let's look at it at 1 year. Over the last 1 year, Abbott is up between 8 and 9%. The U.S. total stock market is up almost 17%. Let's look at year to date. Year to date. Abbott is up almost 12% year to date. The total stock market, U.S. total stock market, is up almost 15% year to date. We can do a little 6 months. Let's get a little goofy here in this 6 months. Oh, in the last 6 months, Abbott is down 2%. The total stock market index fund is up 24%. Let's look at 1 month, 5 days, 1 day, 1 month down, 5 days down, 1 day. It's up a little bit. So that's what you're running into, my man. You have overweighted your portfolio towards one specific company. So, are you talking about for like investing? Or what would you like to know about it more? Because all it is a investment plan, right? All you're going to do... Okay, so let's just say now a couple of things to talk about. Not all companies are going to have the same structure. I just want to throw that out, but I'm going to go over general. So in general, you have a SIP doing one of two things: leaving your bank, going into your investment account, either into a money market or a settlement fund, or directly into an investment. And you just set it automatic. Every month, it just happens. You don't think about it. You don't do anything. It just happens. That's the basic gist of it. But it's one of the better ways to invest because you're not thinking about it. It's just automatically happening. It's actually good for Big Homie as well, because we're going to want to set up some SIPs in the future. Yeah, it's all good, man. Come back with any questions, brother. Good luck. Sorry, Big Homie. That was for Boy. Hey, Desert Rat Workshops. I hope everything's going well, my friend. Yo, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope the business is going well. Yeah, I'm down to do some lunch. Oh yeah, the not thinking about it option is the best, Big Homie. Because then all of a sudden you look and you're like, man, I haven't been doing anything, but now I got a nest egg of money. It's nice. If I'm stuck writing, I could see your words. Can you explain money market account? Yeah. So a money market account, there are two different ways to think about them, but they are an investment. It's a mutual fund that invests in short-term cash equivalent securities. It's designed to never break the buck, which means it will never go up or down from $1 per share. but it will produce income. It's not a high rate, but it's something. Like most money markets are between 3 and 4% right now. So it's a lower risk investment, but you're not going to get a crazy amount of return on it. And it's all going to be income, no growth. I don't know if I'm able to get live on here to talk. There isn't a button or something. Yeah, I don't think there is one on Instagram. I think they only do it on TikTok. Yeah, you would have to have a bunch, right? If you had $1 million invested, you're going to get between 30 and 40,000 a year. Right now, approximately. But we'll talk soon. We'll talk soon, Jason. This would be cool to chat, but I can always text you. Keep the good work on, Mill. Great to see you. Great to see people taking you up on getting help. Thanks, man. Yeah, we've got a lot more than Mill now. Old Town, Mill Avenue. First Friday's coming soon. The TwitchCon videos are coming out this week. It's crazy, man. Oh man, it's getting real. We even changed our whole social media campaign as well. It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. Why are finances so complicated? It's mostly because you haven't been educated, big homie. Once, and I don't just mean you, I mean everybody. Finances they seem very complicated until you're actually in them. Once you're in them, like once you're really in and you fully get what you're doing, oh man, it begins being kind of fun, less stressful, and then you can begin helping other people, you know? Probably got another 15 minutes. Yep. And then once you actually start doing things, big homie, you get better and better. Once we go through, we're gonna get you to be a master. Hey, there we go, big homie. Yo, Marcus, welcome to the Instagram. We got about 12 minutes left. We got about 12 minutes left. This last year, I helped out a bunch of my friends get through some money problems, so I think that may not look good as far as income versus expenses. That's okay. You really want to write down, right? If you're going to continue helping people, you just have to budget for it as an expense. It's funny. I just got asked this question sort of recently. I went to a music festival and TwitchCon. Yep. Next year, you're going to budget for all that. what do you think about dividend index fund versus typical growth? Well, I think they can be. This is a really good question because of how popular dividend funds are becoming. So it depends on what you're investing in, right? So I own everything. I own dividend funds, I own growth funds, things like that. What you're really doing though, if you owned a dividend fund inside of a taxable account, actually, let's talk about first. You are limiting your upside potential by being in dividend funds while increasing your income. So you got to think about why you're doing that, especially in tax advantage accounts. In tax advantage accounts, you can always sell out of things and buy dividend funds if you want. But in your taxable account, if you're buying dividend funds while you're earning, all the income that those dividends pay goes to your taxable income at ordinary income tax rates. So it's just something to think about. All right, so you went to a music festival before TwitchCon, big homie? What sort of thoughts you got there, Marcus? Before I go, any further down a rabbit hole, I want to make sure I answer your initial questions first. Late September. What concert was it? Or what festival was it? Before girlfriend broke up with me, took her and the kids. So you're probably still attached to those kids, huh? Who were you mostly there to see, big homie? Hey, I dig that, man. It's clear you care. They like rock. I wanted to see them. Ooh, and Tech Nine was there. All right. Breaking Benjamin and Evanescence. Ooh, Evanescence. They were big when I was younger. Three Days Grace was good. Sleep Token. I like it, man. The greatest concert I ever went to, maybe not ever, but one of them was Summer Sanitarium. And I believe 1999, 2000, something like that. But it was Metallica, Korn, Powerman 5000, System of a Down, and Kid Rock. Ooh, Flyleaf is awesome. Man, they're still doing stuff? Flyleaf is still around? Man, Marcus, I was hoping you'd have some follow-ups. Look up Louder Than Life 2025. Let's do it. Louder Than Life 2025. Slayer, Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Avenged Sevenfold. Wow, yeah, this is like the rock show here. Hinder. Wow, look at this lineup, man. This lineup is crazy. Looks like 2026. Iron Maiden and My Chemical Romance are 2026 so far. Hello, Pepper Meow Cat. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and call that a stream. Big homie, good hanging out with you. Archangel, Richard, anybody who's there, have a good one. I may be back tonight trying to figure all that stuff out. Let me go ahead and end the Instagram here. Instagram done. All right. Discard live video. Nope, gonna leave that one alone. But we're gonna call that here. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna eat some lunch, then I'm gonna try a TikTok stream. So we'll see how that goes. All right, bye everybody. Wait, tune in tomorrow for the Patreon stream. 1 p.m. Eastern time. 1 p.m. Eastern time on Patreon. Let's go. All right, bye everybody.